Hello everybody, Happy New Year. It is now 2019. I hope you all had a great New Year's Eve. Hope you had a great New Year's Day. And I hope you're excited for the next year, 2019. Today's episode of Overwatch Weekly, not a lot of news. Obviously, holiday season still. I expect things to start speeding up next week or the week after, because that's when I think most of the devs for Blizzard will start getting back into work. And usually January is when we get a map release or announcement. So I'd expect to get a map announcement in the next few weeks or so, before the next hero announcement, which is usually in February, or early March. So that's kind of where I am right now. So that's the kind of stuff I'm anticipating. We could get some social features soon, so I expect there will be some stuff coming soon, but I'm not positive what that is. But that's all just speculation right now. Let's get into actual stuff that I can actually say is factual. And the first thing is that today, January 2nd, 2019, is the last day of the Winter Wonderland event. If you're watching this video a day late, chances are the event's already over. Sometimes it carries over a little bit longer, but if you're watching this a day late, chances are the event's done and you missed out. Sorry, bud. So get those last minute skins that you want, or sprays and emotes and whatnot. Get all those, games in for Yeti Hunt or Snowball Offensive. Maybe you want that Arisa Puppy emote, which I just remember that I don't have that yet, and I have 5,000 coins that are sitting around, and I could spend some of those on some Arisa emotes. But yes, the last day for the Winter Wonderland event is today, so if you haven't played Winter Wonderland yet, get your free loot boxes and get in there. The next thing, competitive season 13 concluded 2 days ago on Monday, and we also saw season 14 begin on Monday. Obviously the traditional kind of, you get your reward, you get, competitive points for the conclusion of each season depending on your rank, all the normal stuff with the end of a season. So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, season 14 has already begun. There was a 2-hour off season. It's interesting that they did it that way. I don't know if there's a particular reason why. I don't know if they wanted to get competitive underway and not wait too long because of Overwatch League, or if that's just the way they want to do things going forward. I'm going to assume that's the case. But yeah, that's all I got for the game news in that department. So competitive stuff going on. Next, we have 2 stories that are Overwatch League related. The first one has to do with Mistakes, the player formerly of the Boston Uprising, who then left the Boston Uprising. I don't know if it was on his terms, if it was the team releasing him. They never really said, but Mistakes has retired from professional Overwatch. In a tweet on December 30th, he said retiring from professional Overwatch, and then included the link to a tweet longer. It's not too long. I'll read it for you guys right here, right now. The tweet longer just says retiring from professional Overwatch, and he says, "So yeah, I've not been enjoying the game for a long time. Lack of motivation and some health issues made me make this decision. I want to thank all the fans that had been with me. Receiving positive messages and gifts gave me so much inspiration. I'm sorry to all of you that it came this way, but at the moment I can't change it. Thanks to Blizzard for making it such a fun and wonderful experience. Thanks to all the coaches and players I had a pleasure to work with. Wish you guys all the best, and we'll be cheering for you. I might feel better and come back one day. We will see. Heart." Mistakes is one of the players I was most interested in seeing where he would end up. I was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Surprised he wasn't on a roster, because he looked pretty good in stage 3 and 4. of the Overwatch League. He looked like a player who, he is a backup to Dreamcasper, and then Dreamcasper was, you know, the whole Dreamcasper situation happened, and then he had to come in and fill his shoes, and he did it as well as you really can expect a guy who had been on the bench to do, and he played pretty well, and I thought someone would sign him and he would go somewhere and whatnot, but he didn't end up going anywhere, and obviously now we see he has retired from play. He played a bit in the World Cup, so it's interesting to see him go. I was never a huge Mistakes fan, but I had been kind of hoping to see him again because I thought, he was good enough to make a roster, and he is now retiring. So best of luck to him. Hope he does all of his best with whatever it is that he plans on doing now. But we got one last story. Very, very slow week. But this is actually something that is pretty big. And it is that the Overwatch League Twitch channel ends the year as the 4th most watched channel on Twitch. It is behind Ninja, which had 227.43 million views. Or hours watched. Sorry, hours watched. That was followed by Riot Games with 99.31 million hours watched, followed by Shroud with 97.39 million hours watched, and then the Overwatch League with 74.6 million hours watched. The 5th most is Soda Poppin' at 52.09 million. So it gives you an idea of how big the gap is between, obviously it's a 23, about 23 million gap between Shroud and the Overwatch League, but then it's about a 22 million gap between the Overwatch League and Soda Poppin'. So it's a very interesting number, and that's a pretty good place to finish, 4th for a league that people didn't have a lot of faith in. One little interesting factoid, the Overwatch League had 108,588 viewers per hour over 687 hours, while League of Legends had 52,545 viewers per hour over 1,890 hours. So it had over double the hours, but less than half of the viewers per hour, which is to be expected because you're going to have smaller tournaments going on and other streams that aren't Overwatch League related that are or not League of Legends big tournament related that are going to impact your numbers. So I can't really look at that and see it as a big selling point or saying like, haha, Overwatch is better than League of Legends because of that. You can't really compare it in that way. But it's interesting because the Overwatch League, of course, is very different because it's all in one place. Not like League of Legends or Dota or Counter-Strike, where tournaments take place on different Twitch streams and you can find them in different places. Everything for the Overwatch League is all in the Overwatch League. So while it might not be the most popular, it might not be more popular than some of these other esports, there is still very clear high numbers. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like it's very clear that it still did well. So it might not be overall more popular because everything else on every other esport is spread throughout multiple channels, and that's not an issue that the Overwatch League has to deal with. So this is a good step in its first season. I like to imagine it'll only get better from here, it'll only get higher from here, but I don't know if that is actually going to be the case. We'll have to wait and see when February rolls around and we get into Season 2 of the Overwatch League. But that is all I have for you guys. Nothing new on the Overwatch League Discipline Tracker front, so that won't be linked in the description. And of course, nothing new in the Player Tracker to my knowledge. There's been signings here and there, but I talk about those in my my videos, so not really anything crazy going on there. So that's where we're going to end this video off. So I hope you all had a great New Year's Eve, and I hope you have had a good day to recover from New Year's Eve. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. Helps out a lot. But I'm going to end this video here. So I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good year, and stay safe, and I'll see you all next time. Alright, bye-bye.